Trump supporters have no one to blame now but themselves. Trump's accusers are entirely believable because they say he did the same things he bragged about doing on tape. Let's be clear about what happened yesterday, as woman after woman came forward to describe incidents in which Donald Trump groped them or kissed them against their will. These were not truly cases of he said, she said, where two parties offer sharply contradictory versions of the truth. These were cases of he bragged, she confirmed. These words of irrefutable reasoning offered from the National Review: he bragged, she confirmed. If a fisherman tells you he caught a 200-pounder, don't ask to see a photo. Just seek the opinion of an uninvolved party with a political motive to confirm the story. But I get it. Where there's smoke, there tends to be fire. That's what the National Review means, and I agree. I just think there is some smoke this author is ignoring. When everything lines up as neatly as it has in this particular accusation of impropriety, it's easy to conclude the fault lies on the accused. And if evidence emerges to support these accusations, I will happily accept egg on my face for doubting the apparently easy conclusion. But if only for the sake of devil's advocacy, it is also important to wonder how the facts of the case became so neatly arranged in the first place. This is a thought exercise. It's neither proof nor denial of anything. All I'm saying is there is a series of compelling coincidences in this case that at least deserves consideration. Do these coincidences cast doubt on the claims made by the accusers? That call is up to you. Let's review the facts in play here. Last week, the Washington Post published the recording of a private conversation between Donald Trump and Billy Bush on the set of Access Hollywood in 2005, in which Donald Trump described how, believe it or not, fame and riches pull women.
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy.
That tape prompted criticism and widespread condemnation, media inquiry, and it was the subject of one of the first questions offered at the second presidential debate on Sunday night. On Wednesday, a series of women came forward with accusations that Trump had sexually harassed them or sexually assaulted them. Jessica Leeds says she was touched and kissed repeatedly without consent, sitting beside Trump on a plane in 1980. Rachel Crooks says Trump forcibly kissed her at Trump Tower in 2005. Mindy McGillivray says Trump groped her at Mar-a-Lago in 2003. Natasha Stoynoff similarly claims Trump kissed her without consent at Mar-a-Lago in 2005. And a series of beauty pageant contestants are making similar claims as well. When you dive into the details here, the aforementioned coincidences start to emerge. Coincidences that work consistently in Hillary's favor and with remarkable precision. First, the sequence of events is much deeper than the obvious October surprise timing. Second, the geography of the accusers carries particular electoral weight. And third, the issue itself hits a key demographic for the next president of the United States. Let's examine these issues in order. First, consider the timing. Obviously, dropping a bomb like this in October is par for the political course, but consider the finer details. The Clinton campaign claims they had no prior knowledge of the Trump bus tape, and claims they hold no tapes at all, in fact.
We don't have tapes of Donald Trump. The world has tapes of Donald Trump.
They say the tape release was not campaign strategy, just a moment of conscience from an uninvolved party.
Look, people have said there are more tapes out there. We don't have them. They do. And I suspect somebody out there at some point in a moment of conscience is going to say, here's this guy doing the same thing over again.
Whether the Clinton campaign knew or not, whoever is the source of the famous grab 'em by the P word tape is not just anti-Trump. This person is pro-Hillary. Why? If this person was simply anti-Trump, we would have seen this tape during the primaries to knock him out then. Whoever held on to this tape likely did so with pro-Clinton purposes. Why does that matter? Because Hillary's strategy has maximized the effect of the tape well beyond the content of the tape itself. It was curious to me why Hillary's people were referring to the content of the tape as sexual assault. These were words, not actions. And there was no alleged victim here. But in pushing that narrative, they set up Trump to deny sexual assault at the second presidential debate on record in front of everybody.
You brag that you have sexually assaulted women. Do you understand that?
No, I didn't say that at all. I don't think you understood what was said.
Have you ever
And
done those
women
things?
have respect for me. And I will tell you, no, I have not.
That denial immediately prompted the parade of accusers who everyone is supposed to believe had no prior knowledge of each other, no prior coordination. They all just happened to see the Trump signal on the exact same day, deciding in perfect synchronization that their years or decades of silence could no longer continue. But if that account is true, it would be exactly as Time reported. A rare and potent political gift. The development and sequence of these events could not have been planned more favorably for Hillary. It doesn't make coincidence impossible. But if that's the case, Hillary should hire coincidence to manage her campaign. Second, consider the geography. The first accuser is Jessica Leeds, who broke her story through the New York Times, followed by Rachel Crooks, who lives in Bowling Green, Ohio. The two subsequent accusers claimed they were touched without consent at Mar-a-Lago, a Palm Beach, Florida estate. Why are these geographies important? Simple. They break the election map. Trump and Hillary have been locked in a statistical tie in these states for some time. We know Florida's history and power in deciding elections, and Ohio has picked the president in every single election, save one, since 1944. As goes Ohio, so goes the presidency. If current polls are accurate, if Trump loses Ohio, it's over. If Trump loses Florida, it's over. With the way these accusers have emerged, Hillary gets a prominent national news break via the New York Times, plus very convenient local coverage in two markets with the concentrated power to sink Trump's campaign. Third, consider the issue itself and the demographic it influences. Not only are Hillary and Trump battling for key states, they are battling for key voting blocks as well. It's no secret that Hillary needs the suburban women's vote to counter Trump's lock on working class men. And that key demographic for Hillary is one that has a recent history of electoral fluctuation. 538 writes, white suburban women are the swing vote within the swing vote. White suburban women have switched party allegiances several times in recent elections, voting Republican in 2004, Democratic in 2008, and Republican again in 2012. According to an analysis by NORC at the University of Chicago. If it's suburban women you need to convince, the issue of sexual assault, it's quite the powerful one to raise. Now, the National Review contends none of these finer details matter if the accusations themselves are true. While I do agree that if the accusations made against Trump are true, that is important, and that is potentially disqualifying, and I reserve the right to adjust my opinion if evidence of misconduct surfaces. I disagree with the black and white claim that these finer details aren't important, because I have circumstantial reason to believe that the Hillary campaign thinks these finer details are important. This entire hit piece isn't simply, hey, look how much this Trump guy sucks. It's, hey, very specific geography, you look how much this Trump guy sucks. It's, hey, very specific demographic, you look how much this Trump guy sucks. It's, hey, look how much this Trump guy sucks at this very crucial time in this apparently choreographed sequence of events. This story works perfectly in Hillary's favor to convince the exact right people in the exact right places at the exact right time. In my opinion, until I see evidence to substantiate these claims, I call it a smokescreen from an established crook with a nasty habit of calculated manipulation and deception who thinks you're an idiot. Can I support that claim with certainty? I can't. But we also can't support decades-old claims of who touched whom and under what circumstances with certainty. It's entirely believable to me that Trump may have had some improper past behavior, but improper past behavior that benefits Hillary in very specific, strategic, calculated ways. It's like convincing me she legitimately loves hot sauce.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
It's possible, yeah. But there's no denying that fact plays into a very convenient electoral interest.
Is it working?
Thanks, as always, for listening and for supporting this channel. Always appreciate that thoughtful discussion down below, and especially over on Twitter. That is at MattC on YT. You're always welcome to come hang out and chat in my live streams. Those are linked down in the description. Looking forward to it. Okay, bye.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating
A lot of hot sauce.